Hello friends, welcome! Today I'm gonna show you how to make macaron shells using Wilton pastel gel food colors. If you watched my previous video, I was using these food colors to color buttercream, and today I decided to make macaron shells. Just want to test how it looks with the macarons. And this is my result. I used pink and yellow food colors to make macaron shells. If you're ready, let's get started. I sifted almond flour and powdered sugar. I'm using fresh egg whites and white granulated sugar and Wilton gel food colors. In the mixing bowl of stand mixer, and I'm using clear one with the whisk attachment, add egg whites, and I'm using fresh egg whites. I do not age egg whites, just room temperature. Then start mixer on a low speed, and we need to whisk those egg whites. It takes a little time, but trust me, if you do properly French meringue, you will have full shelf macaron shells. Then slowly start adding white granulated sugar. And I like to add white sugar to egg whites slowly, 1 tablespoon at a time. I do not dump all sugar at once. I'm adding slowly. This takes a little time, but that's how I do, and that's how I learned from professional chefs while I was taking some lessons how to make macarons. It's up to you how you adding, but I prefer this way. After that, I increase speed in the mixer and I'm setting up timer for 5 minutes. When 5 minutes up, I'm increasing speed and setting up timer for another 5 minutes. And the third time, 5 minutes setting up timer and increasing speed. That's all. Total time 15 minutes to make French meringue. Let's see the meringue. You see how glossy it is, stable, very shiny, and I like to do a little test. I would not recommend to do it at home, but that's how I check my meringue. After that, I'm cleaning whisk and I'm adding powdered sugar and almond flour that I sifted before. Then using spatula, I'm start folding the batter. But right here you have to be very careful. We just combine those ingredients. In a separate mixing bowl, I'm transferring about half of the batter, and I'm gonna be using 2 different food colors. Just want to show you the package, and let's use pink and yellow because blue and green I already tested with the buttercream. And in the one part of the batter, I'm adding first just 1 drop of the food coloring, and then I'm checking if I want to add it more or that would be enough. But I decided to add 2 more drops. And you see the color, it's very light pink because this is pastel gel food colors. You will not see very bright. And I'm adding yellow food coloring into another part of the batter. Just gonna leave it and finish with the pink one. And as you see, I'm using 2 mixing bowls and 2 separate spatulas. Keep folding the batter until you see that lava consistency or until you see the batter drips from the spatula really fast. After that, transfer into piping bag with the round piping tip. I'm using Wilton 12. and you see the consistency of the batter. Place piping bag flat on the countertop and let's just finish with the yellow macaronage. As you start folding, remember we just added 1 drop. After that, add more food coloring and you will see brighter color. When batter drops from the spatula fast, then transfer to the piping bag. It's important not to overmix the batter. I'm using also Wilton 12 piping tip and transferring into piping bag. And you see the color right here also of the macaronage. You see, I like to use tall glass or pitcher to help me with transferring macaronage into piping bag. I prepare silpat baking mat with a baking sheet and I'm gonna pipe pink macaron shells. And my recipe usually makes 2 baking mats, but this one I'm just gonna be missing 1 macaron shell. I think because I was dividing batter. Now let's pipe yellow macaron shells. And you see the yellow food coloring looks very bright, almost like white. But it has a yellow color. After piping macaron shells, tap the baking tray a few times to release air bubbles and let macaron shells to dry on the countertop for about 15 to 30 minutes. After that, check macaron shells. They should be dry when you touch with your finger. Bake macarons in preheated oven to 300 Fahrenheit for 14 minutes. Now after baking pink macaron shells, I want to see how they look inside. And I'm gonna break a few shells. That's what I have. And I was using my gas oven. The color inside of the macaron shells look brighter than top. But I am happy with the result. Once again, this is Wilton pink gel food colors. Now I baked yellow macaron shells and let's see how they look inside. I'm gonna break a few. That's what I have. Yellow gel food coloring from Wilton. If you want to see one more, let's break it. They full and have nice color. Thank you for watching and happy baking!